So you want to replace the Serpentine belt on a 2012 Honda Pilot. Well, there are a couple good videos out there that show how to replace this belt on Pilots within a certain year range, but they didn't seem to work for this particular year of Pilot. This is exactly the 2012, and the process was just a little bit different than what I'm seeing elsewhere. So what I found works really, really well is turn your right wheel out so you can get under there. Also pull this piece of plastic down. There's just a couple clips there so you can see right up into your pulley system, all of your motor crap. So I'm going to crawl under here and show you that the pulley, the tensioning pulley that you need to get to is exactly this one right here where my finger's pointed. And what you'll be doing is you'll be levering that from the top of the vehicle. You can see that towards the actually you're going to be pushing the the lever towards the cabin of the vehicle, in other words into the vehicle or to the rear of the vehicle, which is going to cause this to come in and release the tension. Okay, so there's a little bit of a trick to it, and it made it so that I was able to do this stinking thing in 20 minutes. And last time I did it, it was a friggin' disaster. So take out your coolant overflow. It just slides right off of this clip right here. This air conditioner line or whatever, you may have to bend it just slightly to push it out of the way. And I'm gonna undo what I've done so you can see what I've done. And that is, I have taken a long pole from a jack. It's got a hollow in the end, okay? And a socket here. And again, this is exactly the tensioning. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. This is what we're tensioning. So the size wrench, in this case, is not a 19 millimeter. It is a 14 millimeter. So the process is essentially this. Take a 14 millimeter wrench, find that tensioner right there. After you've moved this plastic container off of its clip right here, and you've pushed this very, very carefully out of the way. Put it on there like this. You can pretty much do it with one hand. What's going on? Hey, good. Then what you'll do, see this right here? I'm just gonna leave it there. Take this thing, just slide it on that end of my socket, and then I'm going to just gently with one hand push it to the rear of the vehicle. Okay, to watch out for these hoses. Okay, but you should be able to make it. Ideally you have somebody just do this, whatever, but I found that if I take this Craftsman kit, and I just set it right in here, and then, kind of adjust it. I'm not going to waste your time with that, but I got it to hold. Now, obviously, you want to do that in a way that it's not going anywhere. This is so unprofessional, but I'm not a professional. I'm a musician. So once it's this way, you can take it off here, and it goes around the top one on both sides. And then let me pull this out of the way so we can see better. You'll take that one off, of course. And then it goes around on both sides here. The new one does. Down, around the outside. Okay. And then we'll come into the vehicle and take one more quick look. And if you already know how to route this thing, you can close your phone now and get to work. But if you don't, maybe this will help a little bit. Okay. Comes around. Gosh. So the top wheel is up there. It goes around the top wheel. Both sides come down like this, and you see that it goes to the inside of this tensioner, because when you push that, when you release the tension on that tensioner, it's going to go towards the front of the vehicle. So you want to push the belt in, which makes it shrink, right? So this needs to be on the outside of your belt, not on the inside. So the loop goes up and around the top, comes down here, and then it goes outside, inside, outside. And then it goes around the bottom, and it goes you wouldn't want to put it on the same pulley as the where it already is, so that's obvious. It goes around here, and then it goes on the inside of that tensioner, because of course that tensioner wants to pull towards the inside of the vehicle. So again, it goes totally around the topmost big wheel, and then both sides come towards the front of the vehicle, and it goes outside, inside, outside, and down around here, and then up and on the inside of the tensioner. Then you can release that tensioner. Hope that helps.